Hey YouTube, how's everyone doing today? For this week's video, I'm really going to try and keep this as short and sweet as possible. We're going to do a LUMA Fade version 2. In the previous Sam KOLDER transition video that I made, I showed you guys how to do this two different ways, but I'm going to show you a third way within Final Cut that is, in my opinion, better than After Effects. So let's hop on the computer and get to it. Here we are in Final Cut. I have two clips laid out. These are the second two clips that you saw in that intro example. So these are side by side right now, but what we need to do is move one above the other for the duration that we want for the transition. So starting from the transition right now, I'm going to jump 20 frames to the left by going Shift Arrow and then Shift Arrow again 20 frames. And we're going to make a cut by hitting Command B. And we're going to drag the clip that we just cut above the other clip. So if we play this through right now, nothing has really changed except the second clip has been cut off a little bit. So in order to get this effect applied, we're going to use the LUMA keyer. This can be found in your effects under the keying tab, and there's only two, so we're going to apply LUMA keyer. So LUMA, as it refers to the light in the clip, this is going to be how we make our whites fade away or our blacks fade away. So starting at the beginning of the transition, we're going to make a keyframe and drag the top right tab, which is this white tab, we're going to drag this all the way over to the left. So as you can see, nothing has changed so far. In order to get this transition, what we're going to do is jump to the end of this clip by hitting the down arrow. That will skip it to the end, and we're going to make another transition, or another keyframe, and we're going to drag this all the way back to the right. So we're going to do that for both the top and the bottom. So as you can see now, the clip is completely exposed underneath. This is exactly what we want. We want it to gradually expose the clip by taking away the lights and the dark. So if I play this through for you guys, so that happens pretty quick, but I'm going to go through it frame by frame. So starting off, we have nothing changed. The first clip, the only dark blacks are taken away. That's your heavy shadows. And if you move forward, now more of your shadows, a little bit of your midtones, more midtones, skipping through. Now sort of all the midtones are exposed or have been taken away. And then now it transitions into taking away the highlights, which are the clouds in the shot, and that gets taken away and completely exposes the clip underneath. So what I like about doing this in Final Cut more than Premiere or in After Effects is the super easy matte tools that we can use. So if we go to, for example, this clip, as you can see we have a lot of sharp edges from where the clouds are taken away. If you guys want to soften those, you can use the soften tool, which will sort of give a blurred look, as I'll show you. So we drag that fully. Now we get a super blurred look, which I'm not a huge fan of, and I prefer to use the erode tool. And I think this softens it, but it doesn't give as much of a blurry look to it. So by applying that, this will soften the transition a little bit. So that's rendered, and I'll show you guys what this looks like. So that's pretty smooth. It is a little fast, but I like how this exposes all the water underneath. That looks really good. So what you can do too, depending on the clip, is fill the holes and change the edge distance. So this is something that you're going to have to play with depending on your clip. This transition works really well with high contrast. So that means having lots of whites in the clip, like this. The sky is almost washed out in all white, and it also has a lot of contrast here in the trees. Same for this clip, there's a lot of bright and there's a lot of dark. So really try and, if you want to make this effective, use this for high contrast shots. But this is a super easy way to do it in Final Cut. If you want to do the opposite and sort of take away the highlights first, what you're going to do is start off with your gradient fully filled, just like we did, but instead of making it move to the right, as this clip does, you're going to do the opposite and make it move to the left. And that will take off your highlights first, and then move over and take off all your shadows. Don't use the invert tool though, because that will flip the bottom clip and the top clip. But that's how you guys do the Luma fade transition in Final Cut. In my opinion, this is definitely better than After Effects, just because it's so easy to do. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial and want to see more, please comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you thought in this video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.